Check 1, 2. All right. Well, here I am. What's up, Nerd Report? This is Lewis here. And we're going live, 12 p.m. First time I do it. I've been thinking about doing this for, 17 years already? But I've never pulled the trigger. So the idea here is to talk about movies in the midday, talk about TV, talk about anything to do with pop culture. I don't know if anyone's going to tune in right now, but hopefully we get a few people. I have a few subjects selected. If you guys want to add to that, feel free to do it on the chat. Or if I miss anything or if anything breaks that I didn't talk about or you want to talk about, go ahead, add that in the chat as well. And, hopefully we could do this Monday through Friday, or I don't know. Maybe we don't know where it's going to head, but checking out. I have so many things going on in the background. It's always crazy. Preparation for this takes a lot of time. Let me know how I sound. I'm a sound freak, and if I sound bad, I freak out. That's my main thing. I love sound quality. What's up? YouTube is in the house. She has lunch. I believe she's in Canada. So are you in Canada? What's up, YouTube? I'm a little loud right there. Let me know how the sound quality is, everyone. So her lunch is at 12:14. So I'm going to have to mumble, talk about nothing for 14 minutes until she comes out. Sound and view is good. Thank you very much. I don't know about the view because, I'm still here. It's me. Although I think I have a little dimple right here. So that's kind of cool, right? Dimples are cool. Yeah. Canada in the house. Thanks for the support. Hopefully the stream is coming in loud and clear over there in Canada. Make sure to share this and stuff with your friends and everybody so we could have a few more views. But like I said, we may have this show. This show may go on for 5 minutes or an hour. I don't know. It depends, if I run out of material or stuff, or if you guys are receptive. And also we may have this Monday through Friday. If it goes good, maybe I'll try it for a month or whatnot. And if it does well, then if you guys like it, then I'll keep going, because I love talking to people, and you guys, all I need is support and a little bit of feedback. We'll do this midday, talk about movies, pop culture, TV, whatever, as long as it's cool. We'll talk it. I know I saw Mundane Matt. He was on the chat for a little bit. I don't know if he's tuned in or what he's doing, but if you're on there, Matt, feel free to come in and talk. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. There's information where else you can follow us. There's Facebook, there's Twitter, there's Discord, which I think if you call the Discord, if you call us, I'll put you in so you could actually talk to us. I have the Discord set up on one of the channels. So subscribe to the Discord, get the app on your phone. You could call in. I'll check after we talk a little bit if anyone called in, and I'll call you back. And that's it. So once again, if you want to add into the conversation, feel free. So let's open things up a little bit so we don't get that boring. This weekend, the big releases. Let me see what we got here. Are you guys going to the movies? What are you guys excited for? Still in theaters, we have The Upside, Aquaman, The Dog's Way Home, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which was pretty awesome. So was Aquaman, by the way. Although I haven't seen The Upside, I know that's getting good reviews. A Dog's Way Home, I will not watch that because the trailer looks sad, and I don't like it when puppies get hurt. And yeah, I'm a wuss like that. Escape Room is still in theaters, and that is actually fun. There's a lot of fun. There's actually a Q&A with that going on in Hollywood with my man Levi Tinker over there at the Hollywood Chinese Theater. So check out Levi tomorrow if you can. There's information on the ChineseTheater.com website if you want a Q&A with the director. Escape Room is going to be shown. Mary Poppins Returns is still in the top 10. Bumblebee. I have not seen Mary Poppins Returns. I got to watch that one. Bumblebee I have seen, and I liked it a lot. Check that out. The Upside I have not seen. The Mule, which is, I think it's making a lot of money. It's a sleeper hit. kind of thing, and Vice, which Christian Bale turns. Man, that guy really gets into his characters. He's really need a lot of credit, man. That guy is awesome. He's either Bruce Wayne or Dick Cheney. Like Bruce Wayne and Dick Cheney look nothing alike, but he somehow makes it happen. Like that guy's talent. When you hire Christian Bale, you're getting 350% of the actor. He is really, really good. All right, so but the big opener, the big movie that's going to be released this weekend is the 19 years of anticipated Glass with M. Night Shyamalan is directing, and I love that guy. I love his style. I love his weirdness, his unique style. I don't care what anyone says. I know there's a few movies that people like to complain about, but you know, when he's directing, there's only two movies I was iffy about with him. Is that The Happening and what is that? The Last Airbender. Those two, those are pretty bad. But the other ones I'm good with. I love The Village. I love Lady in the Water. I love Signs, The Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, which Glass is the third film in that trilogy. And how the reviews, I don't know how the reviews are, but let me check on what the website everyone worships to speak their mind. I mean, Rotten Tomatoes thinks for too many moviegoers. You guys got to go and watch the movie on your own. But I'm gonna go ahead and check out the Rotten Tomatoes score for Glass, and I don't think it's as good as it should be, and it's not. It's 36%. I loved Glass. I don't care what anyone says. I love the movie, but it's all subjective. But I really, really love the film. If you guys are looking for, I know it's a superhero movie, but I think a lot of people are looking for that like special effects heavy, action heavy film, and Glass is a drama. Unbreakable is a drama. It's a thriller. It's a little bit of pinch of horror there. I have a little bit of review on this channel if you guys want to check it out. I have no spoilers. I think this kind of movie needs to be seen in the theaters, not not being spoiled. And it's easy to get spoiled because M. Night Shyamalan loves those twists at the end, and I give him a lot of credit for trying. He tries to be different, and he is, and it's entertaining. He succeeds at being different. And a little bit of the synopsis: security guard David Dunn, who's Bruce Willis, uses his supernatural abilities to track Kevin Wendell Crumb. he's the beast, a disturbed man who has 24 personalities. And I will say this: I don't know how James McAvoy is able to do that. Does he write that? Okay, so has he discussed how this is even possible? Does he write down all 24 personalities and like think of a little description of what they would be like, and then does he changes into them? Because I can't even 24 personalities, and he does them on screen, and these are supposed to be all different people. It's crazy what he achieves on the big screen. We got What's Up YouTube says she loves Bruce Willis, especially in Die Hard. Of course, who doesn't? Die Hard is a movie that, because Bruce Willis was doing, what was he, in Moonlight in the 80s? And I remember my friends, we wanted to go to the movies, and they're like, Die Hard, all right? So Bruce Willis is in there, and I wasn't a fan of Moonlighting, right? So I was kind of like, I don't want to watch this movie. Die Hard, Bruce Willis, all the girls love this guy, and stuff like that. So I was like, this is just a chick flick, right? But then I was so blown away with Die Hard. Die Hard was just insanely awesome, and that's why we're talking about it so many years after, right? So there you go, Die Hard. You guys, I think there's another one in the works, but okay, so they're all great. Bruce Willis, James McAvoy, and Samuel Jackson shows a different range of acting that's not the typical one we're used to. Nick Fury. Okay, this is excellent film. Excellent film to check out. Definitely Sarah Paulson. I love her acting. She's great. So what are you guys going to watch, if anything, this weekend? I suggest Glass or any of the top films. Aquaman's dope too. And speaking of Aquaman, there's this crazy report I just read over there at comicbook.com, or is it comic book movies, I believe, that apparently, this is weird, okay? In regards to Aquaman and Justice League, James Wan was reportedly asking Zack Snyder for advice on how to direct Aquaman so he would not be like he was portrayed in Justice League. That's right. So James Wan allegedly, according to actor Neil Daly, I'm not sure how he would have the insight on this, but he claims that James Wan wanted some input, or actually obtained, or was in contact with Zack Snyder to develop Aquaman's personality so it could be different than Justice League. And I think the reasoning there is that he explains also is that he didn't want, he liked Zack Snyder's vision of Aquaman more than what Joss Whedon did in Justice League. He didn't want him to be, he didn't want Aquaman to just be looking for Mara all day and flirting with her. So James Wan wanted to get away from that, like the "hey dude" type of thing, I guess. So that's interesting that they tapped into Zack Snyder, who a lot of people claim to not like his movies. I think some elements of Zack Snyder's are needed. I think he tries to be epic and stuff, and there's an epic aura about his superhero films that we could use in Justice League. I mean, it's not totally flop. I just think some of the creative storylines are kind of iffy, like, Superman. I like Man of Steel, but there's some, like, they're all genetically engineered on Krypton. I think that's like kind of unnecessary storyline. I don't like the way Pa Kent passed away. I think there's just a few things, and the action is just, sometimes it's just way too much and too video game-ish. In Man of Steel, I feel like the ending, that action sequence was just overly done to make up for the lack of action in Superman Returns, which Superman Returns is more like a drama. And I feel like Superman Returns was kind of like a chick flick in a way. Not that there's nothing bad. I love Superman Returns. The romance between Clark and Lois and stuff, and the music. I love stuff like that. So Superman Returns is underrated, definitely, but it could have been better in my opinion. It's it tried to mimic Richard Donner style, but the music was there, the look was there, but the way Superman carried himself was not there. I'm sorry. He was mopey in Superman Returns, and he's also mopey in Zack Snyder's version, but in a different way. All right, that's it. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Just kidding. All right, our next subject right here is we're going to talk a little bit about Batman. There's a little bit of Batman news, and here's what sucks, man. Like, it's always with DC, they're always talking about making stuff, but we don't see anything. Especially when it comes to Superman and Batman. I want to see some Superman and Batman action. They are the leaders of the Justice League, along with Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman got delayed. So I'm like, come on, man. So anyways, we've been hearing about Matt Reeves directing a Batman movie for like 65 years already. Well, not really, more like 3, which is a crap load of time. And apparently now the latest coming, I forgot what website, sorry if for not citing that, but I'll do it in the comments. Matt Reeves' Batman will not use Ben Affleck. because it's going to revolve around a younger Bruce Wayne, which we've kind of people have kind of known that. And it seems now that the latest rumor is that it's going to be released in 2021 or 2022, and that's a long time from now. And I want to see it now. I wish they just, surprise everyone and put it in theaters in 2 weeks. But I guess, I don't know. I don't know why they can't get Batman right, Anyways, and then the other rumor is that the Penguin may come on board as a villain. So the Penguin as a villain, a younger Batman, younger Bruce Wayne. I don't know who do you guys think should play Bruce Wayne? I don't know. But let me see. Jack O'Connell, who's kind of a good-looking dude, like me, is rumored to play Bruce Wayne, a younger Bruce Wayne. There's no confirmation if he's spoken to Warner Brothers or Matt Reeves to play him, but there's no rumors that not, and no one will deny. And again, we're just talking about it. I want to see this stuff done. I think right now, Warner Brothers has regrouped. They've stepped back, and the ball is on their court in a way. And I think right now there's a lot of meetings going on that we don't know about for the next move, because, Aquaman, who was considered a B or C caliber character, is at $1 billion. That's beating Wonder Woman. This film, I think the key is marketing. It was marketed well. The key also is Jason Momoa. I'm sorry. Jason Momoa loves being Aquaman. You could tell he worked his butt off doing press junkets. He worked his butt off at the red carpet. He did that dance everyone loved. He doesn't look like a traditional Aquaman, you may think, although there's a few comics that have an Aquaman with long hair and a beard, but he made Aquaman. Now, every time you think of Aquaman, you think of Jason Momoa, and the main thing is because he worked his ass off. He wants to be Aquaman. He may not. You may think he's not the best actor ever, but he's giving 300%. And unlike with Ben Affleck, it seems like he doesn't want to be there. I mean, Ben Affleck is a great actor director, but it seems like he doesn't want to be there. So that's a frustrating thing. Why don't people want to be there? It seems like it. I don't know. Maybe he does want to be there, but definitely I know Jason Momoa has given the fans everything he has, and that is why the $1 billion is there. Even when you see Gal Gadot walking the red carpet, she has a smile from ear to ear. She loves Wonder Woman. She loves being Wonder Woman, and when you see that, you gotta love it. You gotta love that. That's what people want, and that's why those two films are super successful. All right. Speaking of super successful, Halloween is now the 2018 version is now available on Blu-ray and digital and 4K and everything like that. And as you know, I thought the movie was okay. It was I guess if you're new to Halloween, if you've never watched the previous films, you would like it a little more because it'd be new to you. But I felt like the movie was a little bit too much of a mashup of the previous installments, especially when they were telling us that this is the official part 2 and that the original part 2 is now not canon. Now, outside of that, it's probably a good movie. I don't know, but I thought it was okay. I wasn't like super into it and stuff. But where does it go from now? I mean, they're obviously going to make a part 2 because I don't know. It made a crap load of money, and it's made so much money that the producers are actually talking about resurrecting Friday the 13th with Jason Voorhees. So they want to tackle that character next. Maybe that'll happen. I think it's going to make money as well. But the thing is, where does the next Halloween movie go. And right now, as the Blu-ray was released, there were a lot of press junkets of it. And Collider spoke to Nick Castle. Now, Nick Castle is the guy who was originally inside the Michael Myers costume in the original 1979 version. Now, a lot of people had part in that. There were stuntmen, Deborah Hill, actually, who helped produce and write the film with John Carpenter, was actually, that's her hand in the opening scene. She played Michael Myers. It seems like everyone played Michael Myers, but the person who gave Michael Myers the walk and the attitude was Nick Castle. That's the original one. He wasn't in part 2, although the guy that was in part 2 was pretty good. So there's several people that could claim being Michael Myers in the original Halloween movie, but the main guy is Nick Castle. Now people are probably wondering why the hell, who cares? Anyone can play Michael Myers. No. It's like David Prowse. David Prowse, you could tell the mannerism is unique to Darth Vader. He made Darth Vader. So if you could tell when it's not him, something's off with Darth Vader when someone else puts on the suit. For example, Rogue One, it felt a little off to me. Good job, but just the lightsaber scene was cool. Same thing with the Charts from the Past. The guys that did the fan film, the Darth Vader, the guy who did Dupree, who's a friend of mine, he copied David Prowse. Nick Castle, Jai Courtney, who's the guy from the 2018 film, he copied and studied Nick Castle. So that's why that Michael Myers looked pretty damn good. So anyways, it's a skill to be Michael Myers. So anyways, while talking to Collider, Nick Castle was asked if he'd return for a sequel, and he said absolutely yes, especially if Carpenter was back and the entire same crew that made this film happen. So that's it. So the thing you get out of there is that he's down to play Michael Myers again, but also keep in mind that in the 2018 version, he only played Michael Myers like for a few cameos. And here's the kicker that probably people missed. He said if Carpenter comes back and all the people that helped bring the 2018 version back, he'd come back. So does that mean he doesn't know if part 2 is happening, or they don't, because I would think that once the film is in production, like Blumhouse goes, okay, we're going to make this film, they'd contact everyone and say, hey, stay tuned, we're going to start filming, even before they announce it to the general audience. So I haven't seen an official announcement that part 2 is being made. So what's going on? As you know, Jamie Lee Curtis took her a long time to come back. Are they waiting for Jamie Lee Curtis? Or that's kind of weird because this is like a $100 million franchise at this point. So anyways, Nick Castle returning. Not returning, is down to return. He's in if they contract him. So they give him the call, he's in. All right, there you go. All right, next up. This was probably the thing that won the internet this weekend. I think it's a top thing that rocked the internet. And that's Ghostbusters 3. The official Ghostbusters 3 was announced. And dude, this is like, I was really, really cool. Okay. So first of all, Sony is kicking butt. Sony Pictures is who some people were questioning if the movies were on quality lately. Maybe they were calling some movies didn't do as well in the box office, but it all turned around with Venom. Amy Pascal, if she's in charge of this, if she's the heading all this marketing, this is kicking some butt. All right, because Venom overperformed. People, Rotten Tomatoes didn't matter to Venom. It had bad reviews. It doesn't matter. People went and they had a good time. I had a good time and they loved it. Venom, right? That was the one punch. And then the two punch, the 1-2 was Spider-Man to Spider-Verse. Now, maybe box office wise, it wasn't $1 zillion or $1 billion or 800 million like Venom. But that movie's getting a lot of praise, a lot of awards, a lot of considerations. And I'm not a big animation guy, and I love that movie Into the Spider-Verse. So PR-wise, that is awesome. And here, the latest news with Ghostbusters, bringing back the original cast, because you know they're going to come back. Some of them, whoever's available, will be coming back. Of course, unfortunately, some of the cast is not with us anymore, but Ernie Hudson, he did my convention a few years ago. He's awesome. He'll come back, you know, so that rocked the internet. The announcement that we're going to have a proper sequel to Ghostbusters, which everyone was waiting for. This will be connected to the 80s film. The 2006 movie was not. And what made this news even bigger is that they dropped a friggin' trailer. They dropped a trailer for this thing the day after. That is awesome. Now, my question is, did they have the trailer ready, or did they just produce it as soon as the announcement that they were making a new movie come out? Was this planned? But this is awesome. This is the way it is. I don't like waiting for stuff. the you know, I don't know. It's hard to emphasize how awesome this entire thing was. To have the announcement, and then the trailer the day after. Wow. Sony is going to be kicking some butt, let me tell you. And then the Spider-Man trailer dropped, which I know it's MCU, but it is distributed and marketed by Sony, so I believe. So they're definitely on an upswing. Congratulations. I think Amy Pascal is going to be bigger than ever. Anyways, on to other news. The John Wick trailer has dropped as well. Keanu Reeves coming off Replicas. Did you guys watch Replicas? It was a pretty good film, sci-fi and stuff. The thing about Replicas you could see on the Nerd Report is I interviewed Keanu Reeves, and Keanu Reeves gave me a little bit of an update on the situation with Bill and Ted 3. Okay, so if you want to check that out, it's on our channel. But John Wick, the trailer looks, I may upload my reaction. It's still on video, but I haven't had time to upload it. It looks really good. Looks really, 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 really good. Exceptional action, exceptional choreography for the action. It's definitely top-notch stuff, and you could tell why it has such a massive following. So there you go. John Wick 3. What do you guys think of that trailer? So what do you think Keanu Reeves is going to be known for in his career? He's already a legend, so is it going to be Bill and Ted? Is it going to be The Matrix or John Wick? I know the tendency is going to be John Wick because it's the latest thing, but realistically, The Matrix, man, people love The Matrix, so that's definitely a classic. So let us know in the chat. All right, next up, Netflix has raised prices, and I don't know how much more. I think it's only a couple of dollars. But yeah, so this was unavoidable because Netflix's roster of content is through the roof. It's quality stuff. They've actually reached out to us to cover some of their future content, which I can't talk about right now because there's embargoes. And if you don't know what an embargo is, that's when you're invited to cover something early. You can't talk about it until a different day. So until the day they say. And it's mostly because of marketing. They want people to talk about it all at the same time. Now, they don't... they don't really care if you don't like their stuff. I mean, I'm not talking about Netflix. I'm talking about embargoes in general. They just want the news to hit all at once. So there you go. We respect the embargo because we want to cover this stuff for you guys and bring good stuff for you. But Netflix's prices are going up. And I know people are saying, you know, they're complaining about it. And then there's the counter is it's only a couple bucks more, but a couple bucks here, a couple bucks there. You know, we have the Disney Plus streaming services coming. You know, so that's going to be another $10 at least. So it's all going to accumulate, and by the end, when all things are said and done, it's going to be more expensive than cable or satellite TV. But Netflix is definitely worth it. The Punisher just dropped. They just dropped stuff like left and right. Punisher season 2. If you're watching that, let me know in the comments what you think. And let's close off things as far as topics are concerned right now with Star Wars news. There's a few people saying that, and this is all rumors because look, J.J. Abrams is a very secretive director. He loves to mislead people. Now they're so secretive with Star Wars that most of the rumors you're hearing now are probably not true. They're misdirects and stuff. Star Wars, okay, so when press is invited to junkets, even press panels, right? Press panels or press conferences or one-on-one interviews or even phone interviews, they're required to watch the movie before the interview is conducted. Except for Star Wars. Except for J.J. Abrams' Star Wars. That's how secretive they are. Till you sit down in the theater to watch the movie and you're the first person to watch it, you don't know what's going to go on. Trust me. A lot of people are reporting about like things that are going to go on in the movie. Vader returns, Snoke returns, Luke returns. We don't know if that's even going to happen or if it's a misdirect or to what capacity. So, although I'm not against YouTubers or sites talking about these rumors because I think it's part of the fun. You get, you know, your little jolt in there, but of your little fix of Star Wars. I am not opposed to any rumor talk and stuff like that. Trust me, this is not a rant about that, but because it's fun. It's part of the fun. Like what if and whatnot, and like to picture. Come on, tell me you guys never watched The Force Awakens in your mind after you watched the trailer and like set up this entire plot and stuff. So the rumor right now is that Snoke's going to come back, Vader's in there and stuff, but I don't know. I kind of like the fact that Snoke is. I like the fact that if Snoke's coming back. Sorry, I was checking my phone. If Snoke's coming back, I do like that. I'm a big fan of Snoke. I love the bad guys. I want to see some Sith Lords. What's up, Walter? Walter's in the chat. So I do like that fact. That rumor. Also, there's in more Star Wars news. There's also the entire thing where the fan film, the Vader fan film, was hit with a copyrights claim, and I'm talking about Star Wars Theories Vader fan film, which is excellent. And then some people are blaming the wrong people, or they're not blaming the wrong people. I don't know what's going on, but there's a big fiasco with that, and that's probably the biggest drama and concerning Star Wars this week. But we will be reporting more on Star Wars because we love Star Wars and it's fun, regardless. Whatever happens. Also, this week we had the return of the CW's Flash, and I'm letting you know because I'm a big fan. CW's Flash. Coming off the Elseworld crossovers, which put Supergirl, the Flash, and Arrow all in the mix, all together, and that was really, really good. So the Flash returns with the now there's some interesting developments in The Flash, and if you're watching it, it's like a soap opera. So I suggest if you're watching it to keep spoiler free, and also if you never watched it, give it a chance. It's a good show. I don't know about the last 2 seasons; have gotten a little bit too jokey for me, but it's still fun. Next week we have Arrow. Arrow's gone nuclear. It's really good. Arrow is really, really good. As someone who wasn't huge on Arrow, I am a big fan now. So there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a few topics. Those were a few topics I wanted to bring up. And I don't know. Do you guys like this time? 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock? What time do you think is good to go on live? We want to do this daily. I don't know what you guys think. Just get you guys in the mix. I love people, so I love with the chat, having the chat blowing up, and so there. You guys want to be part of it? Let me know what time is good for you. I'm thinking of maybe moving it up to 11 a.m. instead of 12, but you know, and I think it's gonna blow up. Right now we're just a few people on, but I know people are listening, or you can listen to it after. But if you want to be part of it live, just tune in at the time. Follow us on Twitter at The Nerd Report. That's The Nerd Report. That's on Twitter to be updated about when we're going to go live. You could also follow us on Facebook, Nerd Report. There are links down below. There's also Discord, which we're building up, and the main place where you get Walter is on right now. The main place where you could see everything is the Nerd Report. Well, you could also do the nerdreport.com or nerdreport.com, which is right here. You see what I'm saying? Nerdreport.com. So click on that or type it into your feed. And there you go. Hopefully we can have some fun. All right, everyone. Just wanted to say thank you for tuning in today. We'll be doing this more often, maybe 12 o'clock, maybe 11 a.m. But Monday we will be back for Martin Luther King's Day for sure. And we'll be updating you with the latest news and most importantly, talking to you guys because we love you again, once again. Till our next video, nerd out.